Super excited to be here. My job is to be the fire starter. My assumption is everyone has consumed alcohol, so the fire is already started. So my job here should be fairly easy. I do think I want to say a few things before we get to the panel, and some of that really just pertains to winning. As a Yankees fan, and I know I'm probably, I've started the fire, officially started the fire. But as a fan of the Yankees, one of the things that we debate often is the idea of winning championships. And to date, the Yankees have won how many? 27 championships. So what I like to equate with that, and like I said, my job was to start the fire, so I'm starting the fire, was to really ensure that the whole team works. So as the principal of Eagle Academy for Young Men of Newark, in Newark, New Jersey, which is you can do that too. My colleagues from Citizen Schools, Louise A. Spencer, we're all in the same building. Let's shout out Pellegrini, all them back there. It's important that we win, and in winning, it's about a team. It's about everyone on the team sort of doing their job. So there was a few things that sort of came to my mind as I reflected even on today. One is, first of all, I want you to imagine a place, a school specifically, where every child matters. Even if you want to close your eyes and think about it and how that looks, how that feels, what are the sounds that come from a school where every child matters. Imagine a school where adult collaboration for the sake of breakthrough results in children happens every single day. You can close your eyes, you can open eyes, you can look at the view, just don't fall asleep. But that's what I want you to imagine. Imagine a school where students have no idea who the quote unquote first shift teacher is or who the second shift teacher is. I can imagine that place because that place is Eagle Academy for Young Men of Newark. We are a school who in its first year had the luxury of partnering with Citizen Schools. And in that place, what you've just imagined and what I've just spoke about is something that happened every single day. And it was the team that made that happen. So one of the things I want to say to everyone here is that it's not just tongue-in-cheek about the aspect of team. Team is absolutely important. And in team, there also is some element of sacrifice. There also is some element of, I may be the star at this time and I'm not the star at that time, but we also all going to win together. My next point is that I recently attended a conference around males learning, and I was inspired by something that the conference presenter started with, and it's something I want to leave with you today. The first thing he said was, I am here for the movement, not just the moment. So collectively, I want to, let's just process that. And think about what that means. So we all serve children. I have an all-boys school. We start at 6th grade. You may have kindergartners. You may have whatever age level you have within whatever city. But being for the kids is about a movement. And we can't just be here in this space in this time and say, we're going to do the work. We have to understand that once we leave this place, that it's more about the movement than it is just the moment. So what keeps me committed to education and teaching? These are some of the questions that they gave me that said that I could use as a prompt. I was excited about this particular question because I would like to share some stories about why the movement is important and not just the moment. First story. If you've been in and around New York, particularly the Bronx, I led a school in the Bronx called Young Scholars Academy. I had a student named Ramarley Graham. If you know Ramarley Graham was shot and killed in his own house by 2 police officers in the Bronx. That was my student years ago. Knew him well. But when I think about what happened and how I found out the information about Ramarley, it was the same night that I found out that 2 of my children got into 4-year universities. So that night in my mind is always etched because here is one student who died and is no longer with us and was as important as the 2 students who are now in college, now juniors in college, and are accomplishing the mission of what we all set out. So again, not for the moment, but about the movement. My second example, Eagle Academy started this year, and boys are typically, and I think we can all speak to this, over-identified in special education. I have one particular student. He came to me with literally 2 volumes of an IEP. They dropped it on my desk. They said, this is volume A, this is volume B. I said, you could take those 2 volumes. I won't complete what the rest that I said. But I'm starting fire. That's what I'm doing. My point is that this young man proved that everything in those IEPs were not true except for one thing, and that he was a boy. Nothing else in there mattered. And because we took him just like every other student and decided it is our duty to educate him just like every other student, I think he had one major issue in the school this year. And that major issue, he came to us and told us about it. So that's what we are looking to build, because we're not here for the moment, we're here for the movement. My third example, if you pick up the July issue of the Ebony magazine, you will see one of our students featured in the magazine. His name is Anthony Travis. Anthony Travis is a student who's overcome major obstacles, including the loss of parents at a very early age. In that article, the brief synopsis of what he says is that he speaks to the fact that he's successful at Eagle because there are adults there that care. Not that there was an all-boys school, not that because all these other things happened, because he had adults that cared. That is our duty. That is our mission. That is what we're supposed to do. That is not just something we're supposed to say, well, I'll do it today and I won't do it tomorrow. We are supposed to, if we are educators, do our job in terms of caring for children. So in that, be a change agent. I'll leave you with a few things. One, absolutely be a change agent. 2, I would say respect the work that comes with other people's children. Respect not only the places that they come from, but the places that we should lead them to. And then I would also say, passionately so, this is not about waiting for Superman. What I feel it's really about, it's about you being Superman, it's about you being Superwoman, it's about us creating super children. To that end, the inspiration that's in this room, the fire that's in this room, let's just remember, we're not here for the moment, but we're here for the movement. Thank you.